In today's video, we're checking out the Artist TL69 Thinline in Butterscotch Blonde. This is a lefty, but you can of course get it in a righty. Now, I reviewed one of these many years ago and I thought it might be worth revisiting this again with a collection of other Artist guitars with new tones, better playing hopefully, and all that kind of stuff. So I thought we'd revisit this. And if you find this video helpful or useful, please leave a thumbs up. I'll cover everything you need to know about this in a moment, but you're about to hear this in the context of a jam track. And then we'll go over to some isolated tones. Thanks to Artist Guitars for sending this out. Let's get into it. Here's the TL59 up close. Now this is a semi-hollow body electric guitar, as you can see from the F-hole over here, which also helps keep the overall weight down. So if you're looking for a lightweight dual humbucker Telecaster, this would be a really great choice. The body material is mahogany and we get a basswood veneer, and as I mentioned at the start, this color is called Butterscotch Blonde. We get a nice C-shaped profile. It's definitely not too fat. It's a one-piece Canadian maple neck with a beautiful satin finish, as you can see up close here. Unlike high gloss necks, this isn't sticky whatsoever. So if you're a fan of like some of the Fender satin finishes, it feels pretty much the same on the back of the neck. Keeping with that traditional Telecaster design, we get black dot inlays on the Canadian maple fretboard. I love the fact they've gone with a modern ashtray design here, so there's no edge that's actually up on the side. It's nice and flat here. A lot of people find that more comfortable to play. The electronics with this guitar is where this gets really cool. So it is loaded with two Artist Guitars bullbucker humbuckers, which are kind of like their take on burst buckers, except you also get a push-pull control over here, giving you single coil tones. The great thing about this guitar over some of their other Telecasters is its weight and versatility. Also the price. This comes in at only $329, which is absolutely insane. Another one of the premium upgrades here is we get locking tuners, and here's the headstock from the front. I think it looks quite cool. Let us know what you think. Unlike some inexpensive guitars, we actually get a string through body. These guitars are fairly light, coming in between 3.5 and 3.8 kilograms, so not too heavy for a Tele. And again, some of that weight saving is definitely thanks to the F-hole design. If you want to check this out, I'll link it down below. We're about to get stuck into some isolated tones. I hope you like what you hear. If you do, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell, all that kind of stuff. Let's get into it. All right, let's kick it off with some clean tones. We're going to start in humbucker mode on neck pickup. Here we go. Both pickups. And over to bridge. All right, let's try the single coil mode now by pulling up on the tone control. So you can hear the volume drop. Quite normal, but if you're not used to playing in single coil mode, you'll definitely notice a big difference. But you can just accommodate by turning up the amplifier, or if you're recording, you can bring it up in post. Let's have a listen. Both pickups in split. And neck. back to humbucker mode. Now the actual tone on both modes sounds really nice, but there is a perceived volume drop. These pickups in that split or single coil mode really start to shine when you start throwing on a bit of drive, which we'll do next. So let's have a listen. Let's try some dirty tones now, starting on the bridge pickup in single coil mode. This is where they sort of start to come alive with this particular mode enabled. Humbucker mode. They both sound really nice. The advantage obviously to the humbucker mode, there's no buzz. I am running a slight noise gate though to kind of get away from the single coil buzz with a bit of drive. Over to both pickups now, here we go. Yeah. And over to neck, we're going to start in the single coil mode. And humbucker mode. There you go. So with a bit of drive, both modes sound really nice. Let's check out how dynamic these pickups are just by turning the volume control all the way down and then just up a hair. And then I'll incrementally bring it up. This should sound pretty clean if the pickups are doing their job. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, you can work your volume control and make this work for a live show. Now I've dialed in a similar tone to what you heard in the intro track, which is a Klon pushing the Marshall drive channel with a little bit of delay here. And we're again going to start with the volume control down just for a moment. And lastly, let's take a quick look at this tone control. Here we go. At about half. About 9 out of 10. I think this pickup, or the bridge pickup in particular, you won't need to really use that tone control. It sounds great. It's got all the right tones there, to my ear at least anyway, but if you want to back it off a bit, just roll it to about 50% and you'll be good to go. All right, let's wrap this up. I'm going to give you my final thoughts on the TL69 from Artist Guitars all these years later. So I have tried one of these before, and it's been fun revisiting this guitar. I still think it really shines in humbucker mode, especially if you're playing clean. You'll notice a bit of a volume drop when you do use the push-pull control over here for the split coil tones, but that's pretty common, but it is definitely more noticeable on this guitar. than a few of the others. But the great news is if you like to play with dirt, you can play either in humbucker mode or in single coil mode and get some really great tones. But again, that perceived volume drop isn't a big deal because it actually still feels and sounds good to play. For the price, this guitar is excellent value, and if you're thinking about picking up a budget Telecaster, I can highly recommend checking this out from Artist Guitars. If you want to check it out, I'll link it down in the description box below. Thanks again for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you can, and I will catch you on the next one. See ya.